February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
I'm very tired.
We're both kind of tired. My eyes are bugging me.
What time is it anyway?
It's only 8.
Okay.
This is Defendant Lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma for that matter? You talked about, like, reaching Lana like she has a phone or something on her.
Yeah.
And where's Emma for that matter? It almost seems as if case is over, everyone. Everyone just went home.
Everyone was like, eh.
We're done. Something's been happening behind the scenes. I don't know who this is. Husbanda. Edgeworth.
I figured it wasn't a girl, so I was like, take it.
I'll be honest.
Take it away.
I thought it was Gumshoe. I was going, it's the cops.
Hi, baby.
Knowing you, you've already figured it out.
Thank you for the kisses. I know I missed you too today. No, I know. No kisses. No kisses right now, okay? No kisses right now. No kisses right now.
Buddy.
You're so cute.
The dog always feels the need to interfere with recordings.
No, he's on the lap, so he wants to give kisses, because he's like, yes, I love you, thank you for loving me, kisses.
Who the owner of the 7777777 ID number that is? Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. No, it's basically confirmed.
I think it's confirmed.
It's not the only one who's figured it out.
I held my arm away so he flipped around so he could reach the other arm.
You know the real reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday? It's because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record.
Cute pupper.
Napa does belong to whom you respect, but no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
Nope. Other than, asking if we've been swimming lately way too often.
Have you been swimming lately?
No.
True, not yet. We haven't gone swimming in so long. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty. But she didn't do it! I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here. Do you hear what you have to say?
Awesome, cool. So, this is my plan. Roll with it. And don't fight me.
Trust me. No. This is the first time
Trust
you've
me,
done something
Edgy.
like this. No.
Never.
Why?
But we're fork buddies. No.
Lana's hiding something. And the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. Just holds up a pencil.
I was gonna say holds up a thing that you don't like.
The truth. Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
It always does.
Isn't that just how these games work?
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. You don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
And find out why the fork, she put such a terrible, terrible reputation on you.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, yeah, press that bench until everything comes out of her.
See you in the court, right? You have to consider that there has to be a prosecutor's lobby. There's a defendant's lobby, a defense lobby, and prosecutor lobby. So you have to walk all the way around whenever.
I assume there's a door connecting them.
I imagine.
Like, I assume on the other side of that wall, it's just like a mirror image of the same thing. And they just both walk in on separate sides.
Actually, where are all the doors in the courtroom located? I'm actually curious about this now. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now.
Oh, is my hand cold?
Yeah.
Nice. February 25th, 10 a.m. Right, it's still 3 days after Mom's birthday. Forgot about that. District Court, courtroom number 9.
This whole case is all on your mom's birthday. Your mom did it.
My mom did it.
Just text her right now and be like, why'd you murder that man?
Why'd you murder Detective Griffin?
Court is now in session for trial of Miss Law Sky, who's not here right now apparently. Defense
She's
is ready,
never
Your Honor.
here. She ever been here except for that one time when she was like, hey, all this stuff happened.
She's meant to be like sat in like the defendant's chair somewhere, but I don't know where that's meant to be. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Like apparently everyone's somehow sitting in this place. You ever notice that the what is it? The gallery is empty whenever it's like close up on them. You can only actually see a gallery when we're zoomed out.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that before. Prosecution's ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement, but I don't give a damn anymore. For that, the police chief has a proposal to make.
Oh boy.
I don't want to marry him.
Ugh. We don't want to listen to this proposal, okay? Like, listen. Ugh. Proposing to someone in front of a whole bunch of strangers is such a cliche. Go to a park and do it or something. Go away. Especially you. Get out. No one wants to marry you.
Especially you, just teleport in existence. I forgot you.
Morning, everyone. I murdered you.
Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Archie. Been back to the pool yet? What does he do in the pool?
See, like, I like swimming, and I like the pool, but not this much.
I
cannot stop yawning.
If I remember correctly, the pun on his name is Demon.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't know why he's so obsessed with the pool. Is it just because of the seashell?
I think so. I think it's a synonym for have you, like, bled anyone out recently.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look this up later. No, I've been drawing enough as it is in my work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can solve that.
So why'd you do it?
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours? My eyes are super buggy today. Feel a little bit crappy. Lana, that is to say the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
Fork.
Why hasn't she actually? She wants to do what?
Phoenix is like, hey,
No.
bench.
No.
Hey, you gotta go through me first.
Hi, as your defense attorney, no.
Hi, as defense, shut up.
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request.
Hey, I'm your lawyer, not him. Talk to me, not him.
Dude, imagine having Gant as your lawyer. You'd ever want to be found guilty?
Or innocent, depending on whatever he feels like.
I guess so. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
Great. Awesome. Hey.
This is very calm music for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
What's this all about, defendants?
Oh no. I have to talk, but I can't stop yawning. Oh no!
I had talking my eyes above me.
Yeah, but at least that doesn't pick up in the recording.
No, but it's hard to read.
I just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request? I couldn't actually read that the more because I have my glasses off.
I wouldn't have been able to read it at all if my glasses are off, so I'm impressed. Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Find me guilty, because I'm a masochist. I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman.
Oh man, a week after Valentine's Day?
In the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
No, Lana!
She's like, her hand's behind her back, but it's like her fingers are crossed.
She has very nice legs.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. I don't think you can do that.
In that case, Mr. Wright, you're fired. I hit A. I no longer require your services.
In other words, you are fired.
Yeah.
But Lana!
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney.
Can you
The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. No!
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. I actually have a question. Why didn't you do that from the beginning?
Yeah.
Like, she really let this get dragged out. The request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial.
I don't even think we can say an objection at this point.
Even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. Yeah, he's even like, don't object. This can't be happening. It appears time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant...
Edgeworth?
Excuse me, I'd like to do my job.
Excuse me, I prepared a whole freaking case for today.
One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Yes, slam those yaoi hands down.
God,
He's such fat hands.
he does. Everyone in this game does.
It's so funny.
Dude, he needs them for Phoenix. Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you.
Hey, where'd Lana go?
I told you, this is the only place that, believe it or not, it gets worse. There's
Awesome.
a game where I think there's 4 characters on the stand at once. Like, they're constant, like, it's a bunch of characters going back and forth with each other. But there's only one place their model can go. So it's really funny. Why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
Never, Forker.
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. Dude, yaoi hand, yaoi snap. Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
I just realized I made a grave error in drinking tea.
I have to pee.
Yeah.
With this sudden confession from the defendants, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal, Yes, let's make a deal! That was a game show at one point. I forgot what the game show was. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh, sure.
To whom?
This bench.
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky.
Oh.
I request the court hears her testimony.
Oh, but... Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue.
I don't care what you think, Miss Sky.
Oh!
Speak when spoken to!
Yeah.
The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
I mimicked his bow. Because, yes, please.
Oh well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request.
The judge is just like, this is getting so interesting.
That's okay.
Man, I love when you guys fight each other. This is great.
Where's my popcorn?
Where's that bento lady?
Get Miss Star in here. Only for lunches. Only for lunches. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. Judging by you, I feel like he's not gonna live to regret it long.
Guilty. That alone. He's guilty. Judge, I indict him. No one says that unless they're guilty.
I like...
Puppy. Is your line.
Since it's out, I want to point out I just got a email saying more related to piranhas attack crocodiles. We have the best job. Miss Emma Sky, please take the stands.
But I don't wanna.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
Nay. Well, I mean, you can't really do anything. Lana basically told you, fork off.
Are you even allowed to still be in the courtroom at this point?
I don't know.
Now, the witness, please state your name and occupation. I mean, technically, he's not representing anyone. He's kind of just here now.
Maybe he could be like, I'm representing Emma. I am her existence right now. My name is Emma Sky, and I'm cute, and I have pink glasses. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. And also, I'm a student.
Yeah. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark Killings. Is this correct?
Yes, and I have severe PTSD. Please don't ask me about it. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to ask you not to forget about it. That's basically what I said.
Yeah, he said that.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. An incident that was resolved 2 years ago, really all that relevant? I think we've kind of proven it is at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point, the judge should be like, alright, cool, so continuing on with this.
I feel like at this point we should ask, how is it not relevant?
Yeah.
Yes, it most certainly is. No. I see you trying to sneak that, buddy. Well, okay then.
Keys, Flint.
Nope, here comes the dog.
He's so small. Look at him go. He explore.
I really don't want to put my drink down.
Flint.
No, that is a bad idea. That is an awful idea. That is the worst idea you could ever have.
I know where to put my drink.
It's over there now.
Yep. Okay. Well, okay then. He sure gave in fast. Everyone gives in fast to Edgeworth. You should know that.
Yeah, I mean, all Edgeworth has to do is just, like, look at them, and they're like, okay, I give in.
Quivering voice and all. Please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
Cute.
The dog is in the series almost as much as we are. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun.
Yesteryear?
Quick, everyone in the DeLorean.
Phoenix, are you like 80?
Hero, don't mess with
Ow! You're leaning against me.
I know. I wasn't trying to, but the dog stepped on the timer. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. I feel so warm. Well,
very warm.
Yeah, like the kind of sick warm. I don't know why.
Here we go.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day.
Okay, dog, pick a place to lie down and stay there. Not there. He's just pacing back and forth.
It's because he wants to be able to give kisses. That's his favorite thing. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. There's a stabby stab. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest with the backing of lightning. We're in a movie. I mean, oh god, PTSD.
I love the idea that she just forgot that she had PTSD. Like the movies. I mean, oh no. It will traumatize me for life. It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much. My brain is broken.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. What does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
It proves that Emma is awesome and we should always have her on the stand because she's great.
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
Will it?
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well, the defense may begin its cross. What the? Does this mean Lana has to do it?
No, I think we do. Because I don't think he granted her request. He said it's valid, but he never did say, like, alright, I grant.
Well, it's not like a request he has to grant. It's just something you do. Like, if you tell your lawyer to F off, that's the end of that relationship. Like, this isn't...
Maybe here they have, like, procedure where, like...
Yeah, but this isn't, like, a thing between... Because this is... It's... With the right to an attorney, it's like, if you revoke that right, you just don't have a lawyer. So, like, since she's revoked that right, she no longer has a lawyer. And so now, Phoenix is just kind of doing this.
Phoenix is like, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, but just doing things doesn't pay rent now, does it, Phoenix?
It's okay, Emma will pay him with her, like, lunch money.
I was waiting in
do you
my
want to look
sister's
over the
office
evidence
that
real
day.
quick?
I'm just gonna press everything for... Whoopsies. I'm gonna press everything first.
Okay. I'll be right here.
That one's press. I have to pee.
2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Yup.
Yes. Excuse me. She was second in command under the deputy chief of police camp. Chief of police camp. My sister. She was the best detective ever. The bestest.
Yes, I remember.
Super bestest.
Ultra bestest. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair.
They were totally boning on the side. I totally shipped them.
Oh dear God, I hope they weren't.
I mentioned that in one of the episodes. I was like, so they're totally boning on the side, right?
I'd rather think not. I believe they share the same office.
They were totally boning! That organ has seen a lot of things.
Maybe they did on the bench. I mean, it was right in between both of them. Maybe there just used to be a bed in between there. They put an organ in when she
No,
left.
you know what? The reason the floor was redid.
Yes.
It used to be carpet. Couldn't have that anymore.
Oh, God.
That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk. It was cool.
I got to pretend I was the detective.
And dream about playing that organ.
Okay, I guess
But
it
I'm
would.
bad at everything. I wanted to play it that day too.
Do
But then I almost died.
Police department and prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day.
Imagine the way that she got to play it was her head was slammed into it. She's just like,
I got to play it that day, but not in the way I wanted to. It sounded cool though.
I had a dark thought of just like Joe Dark pushing her face into the keys.
yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah.
We are messed up people.
Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. They were gonna get burgers!
No, burgers is the Face Sisters thing. They get hot dogs.
No, they get tacos.
Dude. A man?
Yeah, Joe Dark. He was creepy.
Yeah, Joe Dark.
He was a serial killer.
They have to be related, but like if they're not if Gant and this dude are not related by blood, I'm going to be so shook to the core because they look the same.
Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Yep.
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in panic because the elevator was going up.
My favorite thing is, oh god, panic, panic, panic.
Yeah, I remember all those times. I remember all those times on an absolute rush and have to take the elevator. Then he read.
An elevator just forces you to be calm for a bit.
I also love the fact.
So I'm just imagining him like spinning in circles in the elevator like a dog.
I also love the idea that like he also accidentally went up.
Yeah.
So he's trying to escape, and then he not only went the wrong way, he not only went into the elevator, he also went up. Do you think that like the because everyone was chasing him, so do you think Marshall took the other elevator?
I doubt it.
That would be funny though. Then he ran into Sky and began to talk. What if the chase just stopped in the elevator for a bit? They got in the elevator and just sat there for a bit.
Yeah, they stood there like one on one end, one on the other, like complete opposite corners, just like. So, how's your Tuesday?
You know, got called in for a police question. Oh, what's that like? Really?
Really? We're just gonna pretend like you weren't the one. But, all right. Door opens. Die!
It sounds like something from a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look.
Idiot. Not that it's your fault, sweet precious baby, but don't.
That's when I saw him.
Jesus? Him is capitalized. Jesus?
no.
God?
Lil Nas
Satan?
X?
All synonyms.
Dude, if Powerpuff Girls doesn't have Lil Nas X as him, the whole thing is a fluke.
Nah, Dove Cameron being Bubbles fixes that.
Yeah. Though, I will also consider a fluke if Bubbles doesn't say
Fork.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Dove Cameron songs have
Fork
fork in them, but there's something about just like
We
her
were-
saying
Fork.
and not like singing it that like I can't imagine
Yeah.
because she's such a bean.
She said
Like she tweets
Fork.
all the time, but
you never heard her like say.
Fork.
yeah,
The thing that's for me was you had Lazy Baby playing in the car.
yeah.
And I was like, I can totally see Bubbles sing this. And that evolved to let Bubbles say
Fork.
Yeah. If you don't give a
Fork.
then I don't give a
Fork.
and this whole episode
Get
is censored
gone.
now.
Alright. Neil Marshall rescued me! Oh, whoopsies. Whoopsies, I forgot.
But we don't need to know about that, do we?
Forgot.
There was what was the prosecutor doing there? Do you really have to ask? That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Was it the Marshall brothers?
Yes.
Oh. Deputy Chief Damon Gantz and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Is his last name a pun on anything?
Marshall?
No, Demon.
Not that I can think of. I'd have to actually look at that. Yeah. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors award. I seriously think he was just the runner-up after Von Karma.
What is it, Bubba? What are you telling us? You telling us that Chief Gant did it?
We know. We're getting there.
Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I think the thing about the prosecutors is anyone who gets that trophy doesn't goddamn want it.
They don't want it because it's a curse. Like, Edgeworth is gonna die in like 10 days because he's gotten it.
Honestly,
the lifespan from getting that trophy to death or like utter ruin in your career is very small.
So far, the two people who have gotten it that we've like met are Von Karma and Edgeworth. People who are pissed about constantly losing works.
No, and also Marshall.
We never met him though.
No, we haven't met him, but like we kind of met him. We've met him through Emma. Hero, what is up with you?
The dog is barking.
Come here.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after dark. He won't come back up on the couch.
Success. There go, baby. Better.
I picked
You
him
feel
up.
better now. Belly rubs. Belly rubs.
Okay.
Belly rubs.
This dog is good at like derailing everything.
She's so cute.
How many, dude? You work your way into so many videos just because you can't sit still for like 45 minutes.
He's just like me.
Okay.
He's my baby.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
Yeah.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
Can you tell us about that?
Draw us a picture, maybe?
I'm afraid I forgot.
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. Poof!
The lights?
Yeah, it was storming. It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
The electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you should have been able to see anything, right? My God, the judge has actually
but
put
just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
This sounds like, okay, this sounds like a TV drama.
Exactly.
I
That's
know.
why every now and again, once Emma finishes explaining something, she's like
in the movies. I mean, PTSD.
Next time on Phoenix Wright. I see. Like she just announced that in the courtroom. It's like, what do you want about Emma?
she looks straight into the camera.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. Thank you for the,
Why would I say stop other than the fact that I want to protect the sweet Bab from having a mental breakdown on the stand?
So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
I don't know if it was just the way that I was blinking, but it looked like her blinking was like one eye than the other eye. Like they do in shows when they're really tired.
Yeah,
Like,
I do that. I do that in real life. Like I roll my blinking.
I don't.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw.
Heck yeah! Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
Picture. Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
We've
Flashback
also seen
time.
it before, Phoenix. We've seen it.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
No.
This picture, the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning. The list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Bench, you weren't given the whole thing.
Witness, would you mind if we add your statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait, yes you would mind? Wait. What? I hate when they say would you mind and then they say
Yes.
it's like, does that mean
Do you
go
mind?
for it or does it mean yes, I mind?
I know exactly what you mean because it bugs me
Like,
too.
because that always happens, like, whenever I'm bagging groceries and stuff, I'm like, do you want so-and-so in a bag, or do you want it in a bag on its own? And they're like,
Yes.
yes. They're like, do you want it in a bag or out alone? And they're like, that's fine. And I'm like,
Which one?
what? I'm like, Also, I learned we're still not allowed to bag things in people's own bags, and I was doing that. No one told me not to.
Yeah, listen.
One of my coworkers was like, "Hey, we're still not supposed to do that," and I was like, "Really? I've been doing it for the past 3 shifts, and literally every boss has watched me do it and never said a single word."
Yeah, we're still not allowed to do that in my work either.
Yeah, it didn't even cross my brain space, because again, I just went right back into default mode from a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Or a year ago.
I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seemed to have been lost.
Don't worry, sweet Bab, it's not.
You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yep. That's what I just said. I mean,
Yes, that's what I just said, stupid. I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. Excuse me, I had some soda. I can still see it now. Whenever I close my eyes.
That's strange. Let's over the case at the prosecution marshal guide. Yeah, I never received any picture. We're both a little bit tired. It's so early to be so tired, and this isn't the last recording session we have to do tonight. Perhaps the witness is mistaken.
But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
Actually, here's a question. Why was Edgeworth not a part of the interviews for this case? Because she would have made this after Marshall died.
Because I think Detective Goodman was the one going around getting statements, and then because that's the police department, they gave it to Edgeworth to use in court. Because, like, remember Gumshoe said that the prosecution relies on them for the evidence.
Yeah. Although I still feel like Edgeworth had some level of recollection of this. If there's like of the picture, this picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. Guess I should check the evidence again. Well, anyway, let's continue. Seeing that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us?
The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
Okay, so do I present it on this one or the other one? I would assume I would do the "but it seems to have been lost," right? Because you want to point out the picture?
I think so, because that's technically a contradiction.
Yeah, like, it's not lost, babe, I got it! Emma's prints... Oh, right, I can look at things. Whoa.
Oh, right, technology.
Right, DS.
I was about to say the power of the Nintendo DS. Okay, Emma, can we see on the leather cloth? It belongs to Emma. I think I'll keep this information to myself.
Okay.
So you want to look at the evidence list? Oh, you also have Neil's laptop to report.
Don't we actually have the picture? Because it was in Gant's locker.
Yes, but go. I told you about where it was just now.
This? This guy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like, why are you so confused about this? Do you not remember?
I forgot that it was on the back of this evidence list.
You had this episode earlier today, didn't you? Or yesterday, I guess. Pictures drawn on the back of the evidence list in magic marker.
Yeah, but I was only listening. I wasn't actually, like, watching it. Oh, right, because he has a giant hand.
Yeah.
He has a stupid hand.
I've got a very bad feeling about this. You and the rest of the galaxy.
You and the rest of
Real
everyone
quick,
in existence.
Can we look at Neil's autopsy report?
Neil Marshall, 27, male. Date and time of death, February 19th, between 7 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Wow, almost to the day of this one. Cause of death, single stab wound piercing heart/lung. Assessment, died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon found in wound was missing tip.
Okay, I was just curious about what his autopsy said. So I think... Yeah, okay. Music stopped.
We did it!
Mr. Edgeworth.
You know, normally if the music stops, you did wrong. But in this game, if the music stops, you know you did something right.
Yeah. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence? How rude! Huh?
Ow, shot in the heart.
Hey, I'm not the bad... I love the way this is. They make him sound like a freaking playground bully.
I'm the bad guy.
Duh. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That's because the chief hid it in a stupid lockbox.
but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
I like the idea that he holds it up that way. So he's like, behold! And they're like,
What?
hey, that's more evidence. That's cool. No, shut up. That's for later. Flips it over. Boom!
Like, it's like a scene I've commented, like, behold, he holds it the wrong way.
Upside down and the wrong way.
This is the evidence list for the SO9 incident.
Sort of.
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
It's half of it. And also...
Turn it. Ah! What's this? Papers have two sides!
Wait, do you think he had it, and then he turned it this way, and then he turned it that way, and then he turned it that way, and then he was like, oh wait, I bet he means flip it over. Holy shirt! It's people walking on the ceiling! Oh wait. Holy crap!
Yes, I totally believe he did that. I totally believe he's like, why are these people kneeling on the ceiling? Why is it sideways? Your Honor! Yes? What is that?
I see. So first he was confused as to why they're on the ceiling, and then went, oh, I get it. They're walking down the wall.
By God, Spider-Man's the killer.
Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew. I know because I drew really fat hands.
It's a stylistic...
Look at her little boots. Did you see her boots?
I did. I was going to say...
Boots are adorable.
It's a stylistic choice. And besides, I mean, you've seen the hands in this. They probably just actually have hands that big.
Yeah.
Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling. That's not what I would qualify as wrestling.
Yeah. But also, like... I make fun of Emma's drawing skills, but, like, her posing sketch... Like, her, what is it called? Like the position of the dynamics of the character, like the poses and everything, and proportions and all that are way better than I could ever hope to do.
Except for that one leg where it's kind of thin. It goes thinner towards the bottom. You notice that?
Well, I mean, that's kind of how legs are. Your thighs are fat, and your not thighs are smaller.
Yeah, but assuming he's like wearing jeans or something, they'd appear the same length.
Sometimes.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me? Mofo!
Only the prosecutor in charge have access to that list. Huh. These lists, they're different from each other. What? It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. My God, the judge is figuring it out.
Wait a
all
minute.
on his own.
Wait a minute.
These two lists fit together to form one. Did we
Wait a
get the
minute.
same judge? Wait, hold up. Guys,
I don't think we have the same... Guys, I think we're gonna crack open a new case, and it's that the original judge was killed, and this new guy is in his place and doesn't realize that he's supposed to be extra stupid. So he did the flippin' paper thing, right? But he forgot that he's not supposed to be able to figure anything out. So he just blew his cover. Dude, this is Chief Gant.
who's in two places at once earlier.
Yeah. I mean, you saw they've seen the clip from the live action where there was literally a blue badger that had no one in it that slammed on the gavel.
Can I really want to discuss that at one point, but not today. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see marks here where they were torn apart from each other. If you can see the marks where they were torn, then shouldn't Edgeworth have known he didn't get the full list?
Well, it might have been because it seems to have sectioned off places, so it might have just been that he thought they ripped it off because that was the end of the list. So they were like, well, don't need to give him another 8 lines of blank.
I guess so. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happens. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
Smirk.
What? What?
Poor Edgeworth, he's getting shot so much today.
I mean, he's finding a lot about a case he prosecuted. Order! But Miss Guy, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
In all fairness, he should have given her something less important. Wait a minute. This list was torn in half. That means...
Did you get to it, Phoenix?
Your Honor. Oh, you're alright, Mr. Wright. Your eyes are bulging from your right.
But so are yours, Judge.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then it might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Oh my god, did we just now Edward, did you really never flip the paper over?
No one flips paper over. That's a sin. You know how hard it is to read?
No, listen, there is not a single piece of paper that I get and I don't flip it over. A receipt that I'm giving to a customer, I flip over. A piece of paper that will go in the printer, I legit flip it over. Because you always gotta check. Why is no one in this universe flipping paper? They're just like, yeah, this paper doesn't have a backside.
Paper isn't for flipping, it's for smacking.
It's for making it rain.
Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth. It's possible. Let's see.
Did you get a paper cut? Because it didn't look like there was anything on the back of that. M&M's. Miming. Murder.
No. Trust me. Just let this play out for a second. Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? By God, he made an
earthquake.
He was so shocked. He made his worst fear. He was like Batman. He turned his worst fear into his power.
Yeah.
Sorry, Your Honor. I had a brief aneurysm.
Sorry, Your Honor. I momentarily had my soul leave my body in anger. I went to go strangle Detective Gant over there.
There's indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing.
Ah!
Oh God, it's back!
I forked it up.
Guys, no. Even in the past, it haunts us.
Hell yeah.
That's that thing.
Yeah, I love that everyone doesn't remember it, and I'm over here like, that's the baby! The blue badger! That's my precious!
I'm amazed they were even able to forget it. That thing was dancing in the evidence room. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
No!
I guess he was out of scrap paper. We did it! I like how you can see the tape marks on it. That's actually a nice little detail to the art.
Well, now I want to flip it over and actually look at it.
Very well, witness. Good.
Judge, shut up. I want to actually... Oh.
You just get the picture now.
But I want to flip it the right way. I want... Because now Badger Forker is the right way, but now everything else is they're on the line.
No. Spider-Man did it. Shut up.
They're on the wall. I guess maybe it's like she was on the floor sideways, and that's how she saw it. But I assume when she grabbed the picture, she literally flipped it so that she could draw it the right way up.
Okay.
Cute. Okay. Well.
Very well, witness. Will you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor. Do you think she's gonna be like, I drew the blue badger because I love the blue badger. The blue badger is so pretty. The blue badger is my friend.
Yeah, I even loved him a year and a half before he was even conceived.
Hey, we don't know that.
Yes, we do. They talk about when the blue badger wasn't made till recently. It was the chief detectives made him this year. Remember?
Oh, made him this year. I thought he'd always had a little plushie and was just trying for the whole year to get him to finally be a mascot.
No, they came up with it after the SO9 incident. I just want you to make sure I want to make sure you know that. She need to be thinking about something when she was looking at that picture. Ow, don't pluck my hairs.
Sorry.
Well, we'll have to figure out what she's thinking about next time.
Woohoo!
We joked around a lot this episode.
We did. I have to pee.
Me too. I've been the game hero.
I've been Ollie.
And we're going to talk more about the blue badger because we can't get away. See you guys next time.
I'm telling you, the blue badger did it.
Blue badger haunts our dreams.
He did it. He's the killer.
The return of Blue Badger 2. The badgering. Literally, he's badgering us.
The blue badger 2. Blue.
Blue. Electric blue glue.